Oh, God.
Oh, I forgot about these.
What's going on, Cigar Club family? Welcome back to another episode of the Cigar Club podcast. I'm Pugh, and along with me, as always, is Griff Pugh. Thank you all so much for listening every week and leaving your thoughts and feedback on each episode. We love reading them. If this is your first time, thank you so much for tuning in as well. The Cigar Club podcast is where we talk about all things cigars with the Cigar Club family every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about what is in our humidors. We've had this question quite a few times, so we're going to briefly go over that. I know we're not going to be every cigar because I've got too many and across the house. So this is going to be a little brief tour. We've both taken some of our humidors, some of our cigars that are in those humidors. I know Griff has absolutely no idea what's in his humidor now. So, Griff, you're looking itchy. What you got in your hand there? What are we sipping on?
Nothing. I'm sipping on a little tequila.
Talk to me. What's special about this tequila? How'd you get it? More importantly.
Oh, that's just really what you want to hear, huh?
Yeah. Toot my horn.
Fuck it. This is a new tequila that's pretty hot in the market right now called Cigars.
Oh, that's fancy looking.
It is absolutely phenomenal. And
you popped it the other night and immediately texted me, I assume.
Oh, this tequila is unreal. I could become an alcoholic off this.
What is the proof of that? Is it like tequila 80 to 90? Oh, you're having a moment.
It's 100.
Really? Is that
This is the number 9. It's 100. Their number 7 is 80, which is pretty standard. So
okay.
I think it's also why I like it a little bit more because it is 100. It's just hard to describe. You can buy it directly from. Well, you can buy it on their website. If you scroll to the very bottom left, there's a button. They sell it through somebody, but it's very, very hard to find. The Tennessee area is blown up with it. That's where you got it. So shout out. Here we go. Pugh.
Spent my whole trip. I went in about 5 different liquor stores looking for you. Nothing for me.
Correct. You can't find it anywhere down here or over here, wherever you are. In the Cincinnati area, can't find it. It's like hit or miss, but you can buy it online. Highly recommend it. I also got the Reposado, which is still good.
You've opened that one too?
Yeah, the Blanco's better.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Blanco. I know you've been diving into tequila. Is there like high proof tequila, or is it generally 80 to 100 proof? Yeah.
All the tequilas I have, which now I don't really admit to say, are all 80.
Really? Okay.
So this is the highest proof, and I think they have another one that they call barrel strength, basically. That's 108, I think.
Holy. Okay, so that's drastically high for a tequila. Then that's good to know.
But highly recommended if you got basically $100 you want to blow on a really nice bottle of sipping tequila.
Now I hear ice in there. Is that standard for you?
Well, I just got back in. I was running around, and so I'm a little warm. So I didn't put the big ball in there. So there's just some cubes in there. Yeah, it's
fair. I'm learning. I'm trying to learn what to do. Normally, if I sip tequila, I think it's been warm. But I mean, you don't really drink
obviously with no ice. But oh my god, is
it hot there today? Because it's hot here.
No, well, a little bit warmer, but maybe 78.
Oh, it's 85. I'm like, I've been freezing my ass off last week, and then now it's back in the 80s. I have no idea. Well, I'm itching. Please open up your humidor. Grab something.
I'm itching. So I'm going to open this. This is one of several humidors. I don't ever really go in this because in my office there's shit on top of it. I'm too lazy to move it off. So honest to God, I haven't opened this in quite some time. There's a gajillion.
Or how are the Boveda packets?
Bovedas.
Are they squishy? They hard?
There's a couple squishy, a couple hard. But I got
okay, so they're still there.
Somewhere. 68%.
Well done. Well, while you're looking for that, I'm gonna let this just slide into frame here. It just keeps on going. It just keeps on going. It just keeps on going. We can't fit it into the frame here. I'm going to be smoking the Villiger Miami. You've all heard me talk about this cigar a few times now. We smoked this at PCA with Hector, Renee, and Batiste, the master blender. I've said it before. I've smoked this cigar a few times now. This is probably going to be my number one cigar of the year. And we were fortunate enough to get them in a good handful of October boxes. And so this will be the first time I've smoked it on the podcast. This is one of the biggest Lanceros. I think it's like a 7 3/8 by 38. Just a massive cigar. Wonderful, old world, like not barnyard hay, musty hay, cedar. Oh, it's just fantastic. All right, Griff, you've been thumbing through. What are we feeling?
Oh, too many options. Oh, my God.
What if there was something? Oh, my God, that cold draw. What if there was something in there that you were like, oh, shit, like a Familia just hiding in there?
There's definitely not. But that would be great. I'm going with... God only knows how long this thing's been sitting in there. It's been sitting in there a while.
Ooh, a little Pan Caliente.
Pan Caliente, folks. A little double Corona. 5 5/8 by 46. Just a phenomenal cigar. And to kick off our pre-trip that we will be seeing Lorenzo,
we will.
We'll smoke it.
Well, I'm getting toasted up here. While we're on the topic of lighting up cigars and what we're drinking, or what you're drinking, do you normally have, you've been getting into ranch waters, been getting into tequila. Has it been with cigars, or has it just been two separate vices?
Yeah, well, this is honestly probably the first ever cigar that I've paired just with tequila. I've drank ranch waters with cigars plenty of times, but straight up tequila, sipping tequila, this is the first time, so I have no idea how it's going to go. But
yeah, I'm very curious.
This is probably medium plus.
Yeah, I think it starts out a pretty solid, just under medium, and then towards the end it can ramp up.
So I think it'll probably pair well.
Yeah, there's been a few times that I've had mezcal with a cigar. Casa 1910s all go really well with tequila, which I haven't done yet, but we know those were blended to kind of with tequila in mind. But it's one of those that I haven't really ventured much into. Gin's the same one. I think gin tends to be very difficult to pair with a cigar, at least from the limited experience I've had trying to do that. So I'm curious to see how a high-end tequila pairs with a cigar. I know we both probably don't drink too much high-end. Chances are I'm not going to drink a $100 bourbon with a cigar. So I'm curious to see if that's going to be the same case with tequila, if it just mutes it and not worth pairing the two.
Why? So you won't drink a nicer bourbon? I didn't know
Usually not.
Okay.
$60 tends to be where I'll kind of gravitate to. For the sole reason, usually a high-end bourbon is going to be more complex, a lot of different flavors, and that I would want to pick out and not be overshadowed one way or the other. If you're not watching on YouTube, people, Griff is having a moment.
I've never had anything like this. And I'm not...
The pairing or just the
Yes.
the tequila? Wow.
What the fuck?
Can you travel with are you checking in a bag? Can you travel with a little thimble for me? He's on another level right now. He's gone.
That's fucking crazy.
No kidding.
That is crazy.
Oh man, that gets me excited. That makes me want to start drinking tequila.
Dude, I swear, if you had a sip of this, you'd buy it.
I mean, I'm going to buy a bottle if I find it, no matter what.
I wonder if we could, after this, we can get on their locator and see if there's anything in South Florida.
Yeah, I want to see if there's anything around me.
I sent you the. It seemed pretty accurate where the stores were.
I mean, I walked right into. You say that you didn't give me any store names, but I went into every liquor store that I was in or went by in Nashville and found one sitting behind. Lady had no idea what they were, and I was giddy as all giddy to be able to find something exciting for a friend. Don't let that go to your head.
And I thank you for that.
Yeah, man, I was thrilled. I was so excited. But I've got this bad boy lit up. If you've ever smoked a Cuban cigar, you know that generally the flavor profile of Cuban cigars people talk about a lot, if you haven't smoked one, is hay, is barnyard, it's cedar, it's maybe some leather, grass. All of these notes are what I associate with the typical Cuban profile. Up until this point, the Villa Sombra has been the closest that I've had to a Cuban cigar. I know everyone throws around the word Cubanesque. It gets overused. I think it's probably lost its meaning. But the Villa Sombra, that cigar right there, folks, up until this point has been the cigar that reminds me the most of Cuban. What's that? I can't see it. 12? Is that the price?
$5.99.
$5.99. God.
We bought them when
I remember this story. They were like closeout.
They were like 60% off or something. God only knows why I only bought. Maybe this is all they had. I don't remember. But this,
incredible.
So funny you say that, and it's so funny that these were just sitting.
They're actually right there and in there.
The other day, I got real close to smoking this. The Saran wrap is off. And
you
I
need
got
to
distracted or something, so it's Saran wrap is off.
What you need to do is you need to smoke that and then smoke the Miami and tell me which one you prefer between the two, because it's been.
Yeah.
I smoked that cigar. Maybe 2017 was the last time I smoked the Villa Sombra. But all that to say, up until that point, that was the most Cuban-like cigar that I've had. And then the Miami came into focus. We sat down, PCA, I think maybe our second vendor. First time meeting Hector and Renee.
Yep.
They hand us this cigar, don't tell us anything about it. I take a cold draw, and I'm just immediately transported to Cuba, or what I imagine would be Cuba, because I've never been.
After quite a few cigars, too. So that tells you something.
I mean, we had smoked double broadleaf at that point. We had smoked the new HVC at that point.
Yeah. Some heavy cigars.
I mean, just insane, and it shined above all of those. It's incredible. You smell the cigar on the foot, the cold draw, and when you actually light it up, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Comes in two different sizes. We were able to get on. We smoked the Lanceros there. We felt that the Lanceros were a little bit more unique. I don't think there was as many made of the Lancero. That could be a lie, but it sounds great in my head. We paired it with a wonderful Scotch. I'll never be able to remember the name. Ben Drac or something like that. And it just an incredible experience, which obviously elevated the cigar, but even smoking it outside of PCA.
Yeah, they had a box of them in this case, and my head immediately went to how if you buy a box of La Colmena, warped La Colmena, each of them have their own slot in a like a felt type of tray, if you will.
Yeah, I think that's a tray. Cushion.
I was like, oh, shit. And even in my letter, you'll read, if you read the letter that I write every month, I had no idea that was Villiger was like, there was nothing in my head going into PCA that Villiger was going to come out with, if that makes sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting a new release in shorter terms. And so when they handed us that cigar, I'm like, what the hell is this? I never even, it's like Miami Vice looking, the band.
And back up. Yeah, the script on the Miami, probably it's not going to come through too well here, but
yeah.
It's gold.
It's Matthias and Renee and Hector, and it was a cool moment.
Yeah, they had a little display case out. I don't think we had any photos of it, but it's this cerulean blue, kind of reminds me of like Santorini, the white, the gold, the Miami script. One of the kind of most beautiful presentations of a cigar that I've seen in person. And the story behind it is this blend was one that they would only hand out to people that came and visited them in Miami, I believe specifically during COVID.
Yeah.
And everyone that smoked it loved it, and they were able to do a full limited release of the cigar. So I guess not full, but a limited release of the cigar. I don't know if it's going to be maybe something that's yearly, but limited production of it just due to the tobacco and the kind of limited quantities of that tobacco.
Which could tell you something as well.
It's just phenomenal. But
my thighs look massive.
They're looking good, buddy.
They look so disproportionate.
Welcome to my life. Hop on board. Thighs to the sky.
I swear my thighs, I don't think are that. I mean, I'm looking at them and they're not that big, but on the screen, it's like jeepers.
Sitting down never does your thighs any good because everything just gets moved to the side.
I also changed out of my shorts because I stuffed 2 cheeseburgers on the way back from getting Megan's oil I feel like a fatso.
Well,
I
guess
I'm
we
blown
should
away.
just.
I just cannot. Also, I'll preface this. I think this not tequila. I think this. Oh shit. I think this episode's gonna be super boring. Not with the company of you, just in general. I don't know how many people are gonna enjoy.
Well,
this,
I disagree because we've had a lot of people, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, ask us for humidor tours. I think it would be cool maybe one day for each of us to record like on our cell phones and actually do a full rundown of all the things that we have, and maybe we can do that with this one. I don't know with timing, but I've got a couple different humidors, but before we get into that, little housekeeping. If you're not aware, Balancing Act 3 is now live on our website, so you'll be able to get 5 packs of Balancing Act. You can also use podcast as a discount code to get 20% off your order. So that is that's the housekeeping, the producer Ramsey in the background, making sure we stay on topic and get that taken care of. But I've got 2 different things next to me because I have multiple humidors, and I believe you do as well.
Yeah.
So take your hand wave back there, Budster. So I've got
apparatuses.
I've got my first real investment of a humidor was a half wine, half cigar humidor that one side is regulated for wine with an adjustable temperature and the other side is pre-built to do cigar. So it was an easy sell for Bailey when I wanted it because I was like, hey, we can store your wine on one side and my cigars on the other. That is supposedly a 300 count. It's got trays and shelving. I prefer, originally when that was my only one, I took out a couple of the trays so I could have more boxes stacked on top of each other. I prefer the trays than the shelves because loose cigars, you can only stack so much, but the shelves, you can just kind of throw them in there. So that was really the first big investment that I made as a humidor. Pretty easy. It took a little while to season it just because of the space. You've got to season all the wood. And then I use just big old 320 gram Bovedas to kind of get that temperature, which nice is, or get that humidity up. But it's nice. It's completely sealed off. And other than the power going out, there's really no thought process to it.
I do like those big 320s, but they're like the size of a Boxer Ranger, or they take up
huge
space in itself. So it's like subtract another 10 cigars that you could probably hold. I always feel like I think this is 150 count, and I don't know how many cigars are in there. I don't think 150, but it's never as many as you think because you got different sizes and they never fit in there perfectly. And I always feel like if it's like a 50 count, you could maybe get 30. If it's 150, maybe 90, 100. I don't know.
Yeah, it's never perfect. It's kind of like a rough idea. Do you speak on the? Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, do we want to I pull out a couple, you pull out a couple. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. We show off a little bit. See what we got. I know what's in mine because I have. So I brought out my desktop humidor, which I keep by my desk, which tends to be kind of my rotation box, so to speak. In here, I've got cigars that are blends that I need to smoke through, test blends, maybe cigars that I'm smoking for potential boxes. And then I brought out another thing that I keep cigars in. So you can go first if you'd like, or I can go first. Doesn't matter.
To open it up and let her rip.
Look at that. Beautiful. Where did you, what's the little engraving on the metal top part there?
Rodriguez Cigar Company.
Ooh.
Well, first thing I see, oddly enough.
You're going to have to tell me because, is that Mr. Sam? What do we got? Some big old boys?
Mr. Sam's. Phenomenal.
Have you smoked? I haven't smoked the Lancero yet, but.
Oh, it's so freaking good.
Yeah? Awesome.
Yeah,
I'll need to.
It's killer. Big fan of Mr. Sam. Also, it's probably like the bottom is probably older stuff.
Is there any particular method to the madness with that humidor? I know you say you don't go to it too often because it's underneath a bunch of stuff, but
absolute catastrophe. I thought I was going to organize it one day and I never did. But speaking of Rodriguez, we've got, and now it's going to be even more of a shit show.
Hey, G, while you're going through that, if you'll pull your microphone a little bit forward so it's getting picked up for you
I
as you
don't
lean
know.
into it. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Thank you.
Speaking of Rodriguez, we got a
Ooh, much
couple
better.
Selection Viejo. One of my favorite.
Still haven't smoked that one yet.
Rodriguez cigars of all. It's my favorite Rodriguez. Little Serie 84 Maduro by
Great
Rodriguez. Little Warped El Oso.
The bear.
It's a hit or miss in here, I tell you. Shitload of Alec Bradley Natural Tempest. What the hell is this little guy? Fuente Opus X.
Oh, there you go. Look at you.
Yeah.
You didn't even know that was it. Was this where your Cohiba was that you smoked the other week?
No. That was in the electric one.
Okay, so you do have an electric.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing special, but... have you smoked the Viva La Vida?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
With the
So
jester
good.
face on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really good cigar.
Bodied. This is a Torpedo 54.
We shipped that early. We shipped that sometime last year in 2021. I don't know if we shipped what sizes we shipped,
is
but
full, and I'm drinking super high proof bourbon. Viva La Vida is so damn good. Crap ton of Eleanor Rose, which we all love.
the Eagle, great size. Oh God!
Oh, I forgot about these. I'm
See,
digging now.
and you weren't excited.
Oh, look at these beautiful.
What's
I'm
it going to
bringing
be?
these to the top. You ready?
I'm ready. You're gonna have to tell me what it is.
Shit's going everywhere here. Oh wow, these are at the very, very bottom. Ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2.
Ooh, Mil Diaz.
Marinitos.
Marinitos. The 2021 limited edition.
So, 22.
2022. You're right. Got it.
So good.
Can you believe that this year is almost over?
No, I don't really want to be honest. Well, I don't really care regardless, I guess. Oh, looky here. Untouched.
Yep, you're welcome for that one. First time I ever met Griff, came down with Padron 1964 Maduro. Thought
Should I
I was,
solo stove it?
what's that?
Should I solo stove it?
I mean, you can. It's not mine anymore.
I
You're more
wouldn't.
than welcome to.
I would never. Well, I would, but I won't do it to you.
Well, I'm going to come in here now. You've really
Yeah,
kind of save you for some for later. I've got a nice little story for this one, so hooray.
I don't have any stories, really. I just... Ooh, your favorite.
So, when I started smoking cigars, what's that?
Don Patron.
Interesting.
What do you don't know what cigar I'm talking about?
I do. It took me a minute. Lampert.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. There was the old,
Jesus.
yeah, hard drive override. So when I first started smoking cigars, I was going to a lot of events, and if you've ever been to a cigar event, there tends to be giveaways, and, ticket events, you buy X amount of cigars, yada, yada. So I was hanging out at the local event, had some buddies show up that don't really smoke cigars, and they probably bought like a cigar or two, right, and got a ticket. And so end of the night, raffle comes. I think I win, I don't know, let's say a lighter. And the grand prize was a Rocky Patel Humidor. Obviously, this was a Rocky Patel event. And sure enough, my buddy who doesn't smoke cigars, in fact, smokes cigarettes, but had a cigar that night, ends up winning it. And he's like, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "Abso-damn-lutely." So that's been kind of this big old beast.
Nice. It's a
Super
big
nice
boy.
humidor. Inside this is what is my desktop humidor that stays near my desk. I'll keep upcoming blends that I need to smoke through. So let's pull out a couple upcoming things here.
How organized is it? I feel like you're like super OCD and psycho about.
I do have upcoming blends on the right side and upcoming cigars to smoke on the left, if that.
Yeah.
So let's go a little intrigue here. Griff, we've smoked this cigar. This is the velvety wrapper. I don't want to give anything away. This is going to be a November exclusive coming out of... Do I give away the factory?
Oh, La Isla, yeah.
Coming out of La Isla. Phenomenal. Corojo wrapper. it's pure velvet. And so I've got that in there just to kind of do another final validation so I can get some ideas for it. But those are heading to our warehouse soon. So that's exciting.
Okay, how about some name brand shit?
All right.
With bands.
Okay. Just you're getting a little aggressive at me here, so I'll throw one at you to bring you back down.
Okay.
Boom.
Oh,
Guardian of the Farm, Ranger.
That should be in everyone's humidor, number one.
Not only should it be in everyone's humidor, but this is, I haven't smoked it in a while, and so I moved it over from one of the other humidors to the desktop humidor so I could smoke it more than likely tomorrow, which is a Friday for anyone listening. The Phillies made playoff baseball for the first time since 2011, so we've got a afternoon game, so I'll probably sit outside, smoke that cigar with the TV on, watching some playoff baseball. Another one, which has been in the humidor, Pachardo Natural Classico, exclusive size for us. It's just an easy smoke. I mean, you can smoke it any time of the day. It's not going to take, too long. You're looking maybe an hour, 45 minutes if you're a fast smoker. Let's see what else we got in here. Balancing Act 3. Which
seemed to be like an
I still don't think you've smoked yet, sir.
No, I haven't. I need to. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow.
There you go. I'm going to jump off of name brands. Show a little October surprise. The long-anticipated.
Oh, Pinkies.
The long-awaited.
It's so hard for me to connect the dots when there's no band on them.
2022, Pinkies out. This is the first announcement that we've made about it. We went with the Pinkies Out Lancero this year. Everyone's favorite size.
As Ramsey calls it, the Extendo.
The Extender. I like Extendo. The Finger. You call it whatever you want. It's a damn Lancero, and it brings everything that you love of the Pinkies Out. Kind of stretches it out so it's not as punchy as the Pinky was last year, but still brings that spice, all those flavors that you love with it. Really excited that we were able to get that to come together.
Talking to Bradley yesterday, the day before, and a random thought hit my mind when I was talking to him. I was like, maybe next year we should do like a 3-finger thing and do the past 3 releases.
That'd be awesome.
Which would be pretty cool to smoke back to back to back. I thought, I need to ask him again. I thought I had a really clever name. It made him laugh. I don't think it was 3-finger.
That's probably something very inappropriate.
No, it wasn't. Well, I don't know. It could have been, but I gotta think on that. But that'd be cool if we did that.
Yeah, I completely agree. But that cigar, I think it's my favorite Vitola that this blend smokes in. We weren't sure if it was going to smoke well in this blend, and it would just been too punchy, but it really does smoke great in this size. And I'm going to give one more because I think it also should be. Also, this isn't the one, but I also have an Eleanor Rose Eagle in the humidor to smoke through because, once again, it's been a while. But Aganorsa Leaf or Aganorsa Supreme Leaf.
Hopefully,
that's honestly that's in there for Bailey to be like if she wants a cigar, I've got one ready for her.
We should just pick up another box when we're down there.
I mean, I ain't gonna say no.
I mean, if they have them, we can probably buy a box. Oddly enough, I've got in multiple sizes. Nope, take that back. Same size. 4 or 5. Magic Toast.
Ooh, great stick. But I don't.
The Alec Brown.
I don't think I have any more of those. I think I've smoked all my Magic Toasts.
They.
That's a good winter cigar.
They are so good. What is this guy? Partagas. No idea where this came from.
Is that the white label Legend one that was in the black box in?
Yeah. Oh, that's where it came from. Yep.
2020.
I don't think I've smoked this.
Really, really, really good. You should definitely smoke that. So, I know we've talked about that you don't have a rhyme or reason. But is there anything, so if you had, you're probably going to say no, I think I probably answered the question, but if you had a special cigar, a higher end cigar, is there a place that you tend to put those because this humidification area is better than others?
No, I'm not that psychotic. To be frank.
Yeah, I would never think about properly storing expensive cigars in a location that would benefit that cigar.
It's actually pretty dumb. We want to go way throwback. I got a crap load of these guys down there. HVC,
Original
OG
HVC exclusive, the OG first Cigar Club exclusive ever released.
Yeah.
I've got, I think I have one or two left of the big old white bands.
Yeah, there's literally, no rhyme or reason. Several Wayfarers, obviously. Everyone should have Wayfarer.
Yep.
This big old Fratello Bianco. It's a girthy one. I think that's one when we smoked 4 or 5 of them that one day.
Yeah. I think we smoked the Classico, but it's the same big old Toro.
Oh, didn't know this guy was in there.
Companion?
Corto.
No, Corto. Nice.
Put that to the top. Smoke that tomorrow.
Yes. So, to answer my question,
Box full of goodies. Do you separate your crap?
I do. So, if I have a cigar that I'll call special, it goes in the Humidor, just because I know that it's the way that I have the cigars laid down there. If anything's not celloed, it goes on there because they can rest. They don't get knocked around like in a Boveda bag. Or if I have like my Davidoff's higher end cigars will go into the Humidor. It tends mainly because I can see the temperature and the humidity. It's easier to regulate, so it's a lot more preserving, I guess, or peace of mind that I can see those things
in the cooler that you shouldn't have to put wine in.
I don't put wine in it.
That you shouldn't have to. I'm saying.
What do you? I don't understand your jab.
Oh, just all my wines in, open air out there in the kitchen.
I chill. There's certain wines that you want cold. Wines need to be on their side so the cork doesn't.
Is your fridge broke?
Well, no. There's other stuff in the fridge. I have about probably 60, 70 bottles of wine, so I'm not going to put 67 bottles of wine in my fridge. So you have a wine fridge, which keeps your whites, some reds at certain temperatures.
That whole red
stores them on their side so the cork doesn't dry out.
That red thing's a whole bunch of horse shit, though.
Well,
Can you agree?
I don't drink wine as often as I should. I know you guys are big red drinkers, so you probably go through your wine more than I do. I've got some bottles that are made for being aged.
Would you put Madeira in the garage?
That's actually in the bourbon cabinet because it doesn't need to be cold and it lasts forever.
Oh, that should tell you something.
So does bourbon. That doesn't tell you anything. So
bourbon's like 3 years, 4 years.
Okay.
Is tequila?
Okay,
Once you uncork tequila, is there? I wonder what the time limit on that is.
Nah. So in addition to Humidor, wooden humidors, I think the best option on the market is just the Boveda bag.
Yeah.
You can't get any simpler.
Everything else is too much of a pain in the ass. It's too complex. I got this New Air 250 thing in there. I don't even know if the damn hygrometer works. It's I don't ever
probably not.
I
don't either.
I stuffed it with Bovedas, never tested it.
If the Bovedas are hard, I know they need to be changed out.
I also think some people what does he want? I also think some people become a little obsessive. It's like a whole other level about humidity with cigars. I just think
if I'm between 62 to 70, this in my temperature or my climate, they smoke fine.
Yeah.
I prefer 65 to 69, but I'm going to smoke as long as my humidor is in that range. I'm fine.
I think some people are like, that's all, because I remember when I first got into cigars and set up my humidor, I had the Boveda Butler, which they don't make anymore for obvious
ring you
reasons.
when it goes up 1 degree or something.
And I'd look at it every day. I'm like, oh my God. Just feel the Bovedas. If they're squishy, you're fine. If they're hard, throw a couple more in there. And no one, you'll never know. and there's no perfect humidor out there, but I use a shitload of Boveda bags, and I used to use some big Tupperware things, but I'm also trying to like purge cigars and get rid of them because it's just too much.
Yeah, I mean, there comes a point where you do have, at least from our privileged position of being in the industry, you do just have an excess amount of cigars. So I know I was giving my dad some, but I've got probably 4 or 5 of these halfway filled. You know, you can fill them to the brim. The biggest downfall of these is that you have no idea what's in there. There's a clear side, but there's really just no way to know unless you particularly organized your bags, which I didn't. I don't. Thank you, Griff.
Yeah.
So what I love about these, everyone knows the smell of a humidor, or if you have a desktop humidor, it usually smells like Spanish cedar or some type of cedar. When I open up one of these Boveda bags and I'm just looking for a cigar, the culmination of all the different cigars and blends, it just smells like chocolate. And it's just, if I could, I was in here yesterday and grabbing a cigar, and I was like, if this could be a candle, a perfume, cologne.
Someone should make that.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I do like the Boveda bags, but I've got probably 6 or 7 full Boveda bags in there.
Yep.
To your point of not knowing what's in the middle of them, impossible. But also, there's like no real protection, and they're piled up, and you know the poor guys on the bottom are getting shit on, right?
I've got some cubes in my closet that I store bourbon and wine in, and then at the top rung, these fit nicely in there, so I've got 3 to a cube. And that's why no unsellowed cigars go in here, because they get tossed around. But let's see.
What happens if I put a non-sellowed cigar in there? Would you have a conniption?
No, there's a couple in here, and the wrappers get torn. Maranitos in here.
Maranitos.
We got Villiger TAA 2020 exclusive. Let's see here. Ooh, another one. Well, there's a theme in this one. Apparently it's Maranitos. Got a little Room 101 farce. I believe this is the Habano.
Don't smoke a lot of those.
As you called out. Sereno Wayfarer with the 109 cap. We got Rodriguez Serie 84 Maduro. What else we got in here?
Chocolate bomb there.
We got
that foot is like
Chardo.
Chocolate bar.
Let's see. Let's really dig in here. See what we got.
You're being very gentle with those.
Yeah, they're cigars. We got a
Perdomo. Oh yeah. I don't think I've ever smoked a Perdomo.
I think this was given to me.
Hell, I don't even know if I see them in stores, to be honest with you.
I've never been blown away, and so they're okay. That's a cigar that I would give to someone if they wanted to smoke a cigar. Yeah. I've got a PG 25th.
No idea what that is.
Paul Garmirin.
Paul G.
Let's see. We got a couple other bangers.
What's the story on that beast?
I believe I got that at Small Batch. I believe it's a anniversary edition of the PG line. Dapper Siempre.
Yeah,
great cigar.
Is that from PCA?
Very, very well likely. Matilde limited edition, limited exposure 1. Wonderful cigar. That is the original Toro size.
Yeah, Matilde's.
Let's see.
Hitting it.
Got some old, timeless Nat Sherman.
Yeah.
Those have just aged beautifully.
I've got some of those as well.
Oh, well, here's one that you'll love, Griff. Little Familia.
Son of a bitch. How many of those you got in there?
Oh, what's that? Another one?
You bitch.
Man, what else do we have in here? This is great. I'm really getting.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're hoarding all this shit, and I don't even know about it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, warehouse, send me this, send me that. Freaking
Eagle's
hoarder.
Descent. God, I really hope I find another one in here, just so I can solo stove it tonight.
What, Eagle's Descent? Yeah, I would too.
little Basilica. I think this is the A. I don't know. I need to smoke. I'm surprised this isn't in the Winador. I didn't realize.
I'll trade you a Villa Sombra for 2 Familias.
Ooh, we trade in baseball cards?
A damn good trade, actually.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I was going to surprise you and bring Familia anyway, but I'll gladly take that trade.
Don't do. Okay, then I won't trade. I'm good. I'll just happily accept your gift with no trade.
That's fine. We got some customs. I do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised to see this in there.
Customs, actually.
I have a bag of customs that has all the customs releases, so I'm surprised that's just floating in there. But to the point, I've got. Jesus, I got a lot of Marinitos. I got to resmoke this cigar. Just kind of hodgepodge of everything. HVC Especial 2018. We got.
That's a spice bomb there.
Hoya, AJ Fernandez. So just a little bit of everything, Trying to think if there's anything else that gets you really excited. No. Just those Familias. But yeah, I'll bring you one, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah. No worries.
What should I bring you?
Nothing.
I feel like this is a setup.
No, it's not. I was going to bring it to you anyway as soon as I saw it in there. And I think I actually have maybe one more in my actual humidor. I don't, or in the Winador, but I don't know specifically. So.
Well, thank you.
But yeah. So, and then I do have I have a PCA bag, which is just all the cigars that we got PCA.
I got a TPE
and then I have
still.
What's that?
I have a TPE bag still.
Now that would be cool to see what was in there. Probably a bunch of unlabeled cigars that you have no idea what they are.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I've opened it since TPE. It's just too many. Like it's.
Yeah.
I'm at the level of bourbon too, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to buy any more bourbon.
That's what I did.
I saw my store up the street they got the Bardstown Chateau de la Baude that I've been wanting to get. I don't know what the price is, but they posted it saying they got the line. I'm like, oh, I'd love to drive up there and grab that, but I'm like, God, I don't need any more.
That was COVID for me. 2020 and 2021, I think I maybe bought a couple bottles of Fiddler, and that was really it. There was just, I had too many. I wanted to drink through them. I switched to wine at that point because it was just so much easier. I got tired of hunting for new bottles or getting excited for new releases that would come out, knowing that I would never see them. But it wasn't until when we were in Nashville that I bought all that Nassif and a new bottle of Obtainium. That was really the biggest bourbon purchase that I've had in years.
Have you opened any of those?
Not yet. I'm currently working on the bottle that you gave me.
Yeah.
I went to that the other night, took a couple, 3 or 4 drams from it, and God, is it good.
It is good. I'm excited to get your thoughts on that finished.
Yeah, the finished one. I really, that'll probably be, I want to do a side-by-side with that one, so I'll probably open that up here in the near future.
That's going to be good.
But I do have a bag with customs. I have a bag that's just blends, test blends that we maybe didn't select or had select, but there was, the full production came out. And then I have a bag that has a little smattering of exclusive releases. I've got all the balancing acts together. Some of the Pichardos are in there, kind of just a little hodgepodge of sticks. But so outside of the Winador and the desktop humidor, there's really no rhyme or reason. So it's not too OCD or too on another level.
I thought yours were going to be like categorized by month and by factory and by weather conditions that the leaves were picked. I thought it was going to be that level.
God, could you imagine having that detailed information? This is the 2022 of the Warped Corto. In this bag over here, we've got the 2016. Great year.
If you had
not as good.
The past 6 years of Corto or something. Kind of cool. I'd do that for maybe a select, very, very select few cigars. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I have Ocho out in the Winador as well, because there's just something special about that first customs. That one is... Do you have any more Ochos? What am I... Yeah. Do you want an Ocho?
No, I don't want an Ocho. I think I've got some. But that could be cool next week.
Oh... Good idea. I'll throw that in. We'll. That's a really cool call.
I got nothing else. Exciting episode, I suppose.
What we'll have to do, maybe on just like a YouTube short, just kind of camera through our humidors, and I think that'd be cool. If people want to see it, if you want to see it, let us know in the comments below. Or if we're going to waste your time,
see it, let us know.
Don't comment. Yeah, let us know either way. But think of a giveaway question. If not, actually, think of a giveaway. I've got a question that just came to mind, so we'll do that in a second. But drum roll. We've got question of the show. Are you ready, Griff Howie?
I'm not.
All right. This comes from Thomas_1346. What cigar would you recommend for Blanton's? That's a good question for you. You look
what
angry.
What cigar would you recommend for unoverrated Blanton's? Let's take a look, shall we? Just kidding. If you like Blanton's, by all means.
Griff says this like he doesn't have a bottle and would always have a bottle if he didn't have a bottle at MSRP. God, the aroma of this is just so good. I do prefer the Boveda bags over any of my other humidors. It's like just concentrated cigar musk. Update while you look. Incredible. It's just... You're going to give me shit. Griff, go ahead. Stupid good. He hates me, folks. At this point, it's just going to turn into Griff roast Pugh. That'll be the end of the year episode where you just get 30 minutes to let it all out on camera and just tell me how you really feel. Maduro.
Well, you said it correctly, but you'd also need to shave your beard before we leave next week. I think, and I have not smoked these in a long time, but I'm pretty positive they would go well with a middle line bourbon, proof-wise. I'm going out on a limb. Illusione Fume d'Amore.
Mm-hmm.
Fume d'Amore. This is the Concepciones 5.5 by 46. This is just a great, solid, I'd barely call it medium.
Yeah.
And this is a Robusto Avo Caribe.
Great cigar.
You really like this cigar. I think it's.
I do. I did a blind with you on that one, or I made you smoke it.
I think
for me,
go with Blanton's.
I think, and I bet. Well, I'm not going to say it quite yet. For me, Eleanor Rose. I think Eleanor Rose, the profile of Eleanor Rose, really sits well with Blanton's, and it's just like a straight medium. All the characteristics of it, I think, pair well with Blanton's. So, great question though, and I think that all three of those cigars would go well with any mash bill 2, which I believe Blanton's is. So apologies if I misremembered
or
that.
Under 100 proof, really.
Yeah, exactly. Anything from Buffalo Trace, mash bill 2, under 100 proof, those cigars would go really well with.
I'm really hoping when we get up there in a couple weeks that it's like a... I mean, I'd be fine with Blanton's Day because I'd probably buy another couple bottles just to have, but I hope it's like Colonel Taylor Day and not Special Reserve or that.
When I was there, it was bourbon cream.
Yeah, I would be pissed.
Woo-hoo.
I'm literally going to raise Cain if that's the case.
Woo-hoo.
Maybe I'll buy a bottle and just pour it out in front of the employees.
It's actually really good, and to the point that I thought about buying a bottle, but I walk in, everyone's like crowding around. I'm like, oh, what do we got? What do we got? Today, everyone, we've got bourbon cream. So exciting.
Oh my God.
No way. Bourbon cream. I'm here for it.
500 miles to come get this garbage.
Alrighty, so question of the show in the comments below. I want to know. Yeah, sorry. Giveaway question of the show. I want to know in the comments below, what is your preferred method of storing your cigars, and what humidity do you like storing your cigars at? And we will give away
the prize, and Ramsey will put a picture on the screen. We partnered with months and months and months ago with a badass candle company in Nashville, Tennessee called Ranger Station. We did an exclusive candle with them. It reminds us of like walking into an old school barber mixed with like leathery cigar
musk
shaving cream.
Ooh, I like that. That sounds much better.
Yeah. Ramsey will put a picture on there. Badass, amazing candle. It's candle season, folks.
It
Windows
is.
open, candles lit. Oh, God, here we come with... Okay, he's leaving. Thought he was jumping in. So we'll give away a Ranger Station X Cigar Club candle.
And what's really cool about it is after you use the candle, it's a cocktail glass. It's a rocks glass. We've got a little recipe card in there for I believe it's an old-fashioned, if memory serves, or some form of cocktail.
Fantastic candle.
Yeah, really, really good. I've got a couple of those glasses, and you're right. It is candle season.
Oh,
I had a
we've
little
been going through them.
I had in spring, I had a little candle not pop-up, what's the word? Obsession. And then summer hit, and I was like, I stopped lighting up candles. But you're right. It's damn window open candle season.
Yeah.
I got to go find a new candle to pull
100%.
out.
So it's fitting. Spur of the moment. Ranger Station Cigar Club. It's called, is it Tobacco and Musk? Is that the, yeah, Tobacco
believe
and
so.
Musk is the
Yeah,
scent. And we sell them on our website as well. So
we do. So that's a good job. Great giveaway. So once again, comments below. Like, subscribe, ring the bell so you know when we drop new videos. Let us know your preferred humidification device and what humidification or humidity you like to store your cigars at, and we'll select a random winner and send you a Ranger Station X Cigar Club Tobacco Musk candle. Griff, we got a trip coming up here. I don't want to keep you too long because I know you quickly grow tired of me. You'll see my face in person next week. We're going to be on the same damn flight. Hopefully it doesn't go down, or we're going to have some big trouble over at Cigar Club. I will touch up the beard, make it look nice and pretty and presentable for you. And yeah, until next time, everyone, happy smoking.
Spoke something good, damn it.